We are here to give an update on Sally, the warthog, and Petunia, the buffalo. 3 meerkats. They are very amazing animals. Another new animal that we've received, a small spotted genet. Hello everyone, my name is Lisa. We are here at the Wildlife Rehabilitation Centre. We are here to give an update on Sally, the warthog, and Petunia, the buffalo. We have moved them to the Wildlife Rehab Centre. They're doing extremely well. So at the rehab centre, it is very difficult sometimes when you get a new animal in. They're scared, they're lonely. So we're very strict on pairing up animals with animals and giving them a friend. This helps us because they don't rely on us as the caretakers for friendship, for company, and they learn how to relate with animals, which is exactly what we want. Our animals stay a little bit more wild, and a happy animal is a healthy animal. So Petunia came in first, and we decided to pair up Petunia with Sally the warthog. The friendship worked extremely well. Afterwards, Henry arrived. Henry was very lonely. We had 2 available friends, so we thought, let's see what happens. It's now been quite a few weeks that the friendship has been bonded together, and it seems to have worked great. Henry really loves Petunia, the buffalo. He walks with her side by side, whereas Sally has got a new friend now called Nona. Nona is another warthog. She's about a month older than Sally. Nona came to us about a week ago, and these 2 have formed a very good friendship. They are inseparable. And since then, Petunia has made a better friendship with Henry the hippo. So these 4, they are a very interesting combination together. They're really loving their new enclosure, new space. We now had to add an extra litre to Henry's milk because Nona made herself very comfortable and started drinking most of Henry's milk. So to accommodate both of them, we had to decide to bring in an extra bowl and an extra bit of milk. Nona is thriving. She is eating everyone else's food except her own, and she really seems to give Petunia a go as well, as Petunia really likes to suck on warthog's ears after we've given her a bottle, and Nona does not allow that, which is great because now hopefully she will teach Petunia that it is not very nice and friendly to go and suck on other animals' ears. We got 3 extra patients to our rehab centre. 3 meerkats. They are very amazing animals, so inquisitive, amazing to see how they have adapted to the new rehab centre. Brought to us by a lady who raised these 2 meerkats, and she also noticed that they are not in their natural habitat. She wanted to give them a better life, so she gave us a call, dropped them off personally, and we have put them into their own enclosure. They seem to have really been enjoying their new freedom, as the first 3 days they didn't touch their food, they were only digging. I only saw bums, I did not see their faces. So it's very awesome to see how these animals just adapt to their new environment and how natural instinct just is in them. 2 days later, the same lady that dropped off these meerkats gave me another call. She heard about another meerkat that was at a sanctuary, and her friend had died the previous night. Meerkats, they do not survive on their own because they're very socially structured animals. So the next morning she loaded her, brought her all the way to us, and we have now introduced her to the 2 new meerkats, and the friendship seems to have been getting along. There was a little bit of a dispute in the beginning to see who is the dominant one, who's the alpha, but it seems like they have figured out their whole system, and the 3, they get along very well. So our program for now is we will keep them here, keep them happy, keep them stimulated until we receive enough meerkats to form their own little colony. So meerkats, they're quite common that you find meerkats in sanctuaries or meerkats even being confiscated by anti-cruelty leagues or welfare organizations. Meerkats, they're one of your most common animals to be stolen. and raised as house pets. Biggest problem with that is when we receive the meerkats and they've been raised as a house pet, it's extremely difficult to get them wild enough to release them out into the wild again. So it's a long journey. A lot of our meerkats, they come in, they have habituated, and it's a very long, lengthy process to break that human bond that they have formed. We're now in contact with an anti-cruelty league, and hopefully when they confiscate these meerkats from unnatural circumstances, then they will come to us and we can hopefully give them a better future. It is feeding time. I am now trying to establish a bit of a bond with them so that they can trust me enough that I can start taking them on walks. Because you can't release meerkats as individuals, we have to wait until we have an established colony. So for now, it's just a waiting game. One is still very wild, and the other one, unfortunately, she's habituated with humans a bit too much. So hopefully we can break that bond, but for now I'm using it in my advantage. I'm going to try and bond with them as much as possible. So far, so good. We're still trying to figure out what is their favorite foods. For now, they really love the insects that's just naturally in their enclosure. And we just give them a little bit of extra food, raw eggs, apple, worms, and then we try and go from there. Okay, so it's time to say goodbye. Food sorted out, and then we'll do another checkup on them tomorrow, and then we'll leave them for the rest of the day to get settled. Bye! Bye! Okay. Another new animal that we've received, absolutely beautiful, amazing animal, a small spotted genet. Now, she came to us about a week ago. She's only 7 months old now. She was raised by an amazing lady that works at a sanctuary. She wanted to give the genet a life of freedom and not kept in a sanctuary for the rest of her life. So she sent her to us. She is still getting used to her new enclosure. Mice is her ultimate favorite to eat. We're giving her time to settle in, but she is nocturnal. We monitor her at night. But so far, we are very excited for her program with us. We've also spotted another spotted genet on one of our camera traps that we put out. So there is another wild one roaming around the area, which is absolutely great. We're very excited upon her release date, which only be in another month or so.